Hey guys, Astra here, and I feel like it's been about a million years since I've come live in here. Um, it is warm in my studio, and oh no, now my nose is itchy. Excuse me for a minute. ah, um, I don't know. It just kept hearing like go live in your group, and as some of you know, probably many of you know, my time for kind of focusing on what I call my fun biz time or fun work schedule is usually late at night. Usually starts more like midnight. So, but it's a holiday weekend, so I'm starting later. Um, and I've just been, I don't know. I keep thinking it's a good thing I'm a channel because I kept hearing go live in your group tonight, go live. And I'm going, okay, but I don't know what to talk about. And it's like, it doesn't matter, just go live. So we're winging it here. Well, probably not really, or really winging, like wings. um, so I'm going to just kind of check in with, as I like to say, with my heart, soul, and whole self and see what is wanting to come through. Well, I'm getting the word renewal. I'm being shown my walk that I had earlier today in the daytime, um, and I'm always very aware of, as an animal channel and a shaman and someone who works with totems and animal medicine all the time. I'm always very aware of what animals are showing themselves to me in the physical world, and I did take notice of a red-headed woodpecker, and then directly after that, a blue jay. And they were kind of, one was in one yard and one was up in a tree, like at the same time. And I know one of the messages of woodpecker is to dance to the beat of your own drum, which always makes me so happy when I see woodpeckers. It's like I breathe a sigh of relief, like, oh, right, I can be myself, and that's okay. Oh, hi, Amy. Usually, like, if I don't have my reading glasses, I don't always see who pops up. Aw, it's nice to see you. Um, Sorry, I'm so sweaty. It is, however, 90 degrees here. So, so yeah, the woodpecker, and I mean, you could tell it was a male because it had that full red woody woodpecker thing going on, and they're so beautiful. And so yeah, just like don't be afraid to be your true self and be your unique individual essence, the truth that is your soul. And the blue jay, I really don't know much about blue jay except for that they're very, very protective of their their nests and their babies, and and they'll just literally come down and swoop at your head if they think you're coming near the tree, near the, where the nest is. Um, as do red-winged blackbirds, but I didn't see one today. So, um, and yeah, and I saw a lot of robins and squirrels, but it's like I always see robins and squirrels, and not to dismiss their magic and their, but it's like I feel like they're always surrounding me, like always. So it didn't sort of like, well, squirrels did stand out earlier in the day. I'll talk about that a little bit, but then as I was continuing on my walk and just sort of being aware of putting one foot on the earth and then the next foot on the earth, all of a sudden I felt in my upper right hand field of vision, I felt and saw something kind of swooping, and they kind of swooped right past my face, and I got a little startled, but then I saw that it was a monarch butterfly. And as they sort of swooped over my head and then across my face, I totally felt, ooh, I feel it even now, woo, like chills and goosebumps. I totally felt transformation of, like, leaving an old version of me behind and embracing the new version. And butterfly, of course, is about transformation, right? So it's caterpillar, chrysalis, butterfly. It's metamorphosis, and and I love, and this tends to only happen with insects, flying insects. When they fly past me or around my head, I literally get chills and goosebumps in my whole body, like in these swirly, energy rushes. It happens with flies too. I love flies. Um, and I'm in love with the flies that are like, what's it? Can't think of the word. Beautiful, like shiny, um, green and purple and blue, kind of iridescent. That's what I was gonna say. Translucent. I'm like, that's not right. Like the iridescent, like almost metallic looking colors, and they're just so beautiful. And of course, flies are very much about cleaning. They eat what we don't want, right? They clean. So when they fly around my head like that, I feel like they're totally clearing out my energy residue, anything that's just kind of hanging around and feeling icky. And I'm so appreciative of flies. But anyway, so today on the walk was woodpecker, bluejay, and then butterfly transformation. So the woodpecker was dance to the beat of your own drum. Don't be afraid to be yourself. The bluejay was, your babies or your creations are important. So don't let anyone tell you, what you're doing is wrong or doesn't make sense or is weird or whatever. Just flap them away, flap them out of your energy field, and then allow the beautiful metamorphosis of the butterfly to just sweep over your energy field, and so that you feel renewed and refreshed and ready to move on to the next level or step in your process or your project or your creation. So that's why I had to come on tonight. Animal channeling. And before that, just in the morning, I just was guided to step out on the deck, and I stepped out, and there were just these two squirrels, in one was on the ground and one was up in a tree, and I don't know, they were just so, squirrels have just such fresh and playful energy, and especially when they're active. Sometimes when it's really hot out, they just lay on a branch. But so I was guided to go right back in the house, get some unsalted peanuts, and just throw them out all over the grass for the squirrels. And as soon as I did that, a chipmunk was like, "What about me?" Like ran out and was just like looking and excited about the treats as well. So, and chipmunk. One thing I know about chipmunk is if they allow you to see, because they're like the fastest moving creatures, it's like you hear this scuttle in a drain pipe, and it's a chipmunk, but you can't see them because they're like not showing themselves to you. So I've read and learned that if a chipmunk chooses to show itself to you, then you know that something magic is going to happen. So I'm sharing chipmunk magic out with all you guys, and I just wanted to come on and do this little live and see what wanted to be shared and said. So and my night owl partner in crime, Amy, is glad you were here with me. And I just wanted to mention quickly, summer session is about to start in the new iteration of my membership group, or my university, the university, the Dream Biz and Life Academy. And Dream is, I love when each letter of the word, what's that called, an acronym, stands for something. So in this case, Dream is dream, realize, embody, actualize, manifest. Because it's time for us to embody and actualize the dream, biz, and life of our soul's truth. And so if you wanted to read more about that, it's astratheshaman.com/academy, the Dream Biz and Life Academy. Astra the Shaman. Let me see if I can get this right. astratheshaman.com/academy. Okay, so Amy wrote, I love squirrels. They are so fun. Oh my God, I know. And there's been a lot of chipmunks in her yard and scurrying around you. Oh my goodness. I know. They're getting bolder. I've noticed that too. I was on a walk the other day, and I was crossing an alley, like in a residential area. Looked to the left, and first in the middle of the alley, just sitting there, was a bunny, and it was like eating some leaf or something. And I'm thinking, well, that's not a good place for a bunny rabbit to sit chomping on leaves. So I'm just going to kind of walk. I'm going to take a detour, walk down the alley, and I knew that as I walked towards the rabbit, it would, scurry into a yard or something better off the alley, right? I do the same thing when I see animals in the street. I always walk towards them so that they get out of the street. Raccoon families with their babies. But so the bunny went in the yard, and right as the bunny went in the yard, I sensed movement in the left side of my vision, and I looked over, and there was just a chipmunk sitting there looking at me. And I was like, hi. And I always start walking more quietly and carefully stepping. And it was just like, what's up? I'm a chipmunk, and not moving. Like, so I totally hear you. So if in line with what I know about them, that if they allow you to see them, then something magic is about to happen. The fact that they're more boldly just being visible, that feels like a direct mirror of our movement into action and being visible with our tribes and sharing ourselves more boldly, like I am on the Facebook Live. Oh my God, I know. It was so cool and sweet. Yeah. That was the second time in the past month or so that not only did a chipmunk show himself to me, but just sat there looking at me, like, for a long time. Long time for as far as chipmunks are concerned. So yeah, magic is afoot, and visibility is becoming more comfortable for us. It's more of a something that we're comfortable with, because if chipmunks are showing that they're more comfortable showing their magic to us, they're mirroring us being ready to be more comfortable showing our magic to our tribes. That's how the animal magic is working, which I include the animal medicine and animal magic in the Dream Biz and Life Academy a lot. Because the animals are here going, Astra, we're here for you to utilize our medicine with your clients, with your tribe. Use us. That's why we're here. And I'm going, oh my God, you're right. I'm sorry I haven't been listening to you for so long. So that's a big part of it. And I feel like that's all that wanted to be said for now, for today. And I'm excited to hear how this goes for anyone who's watching later. What interesting animal things have been happening for you? Because there are shifts going on with the animals and what they're teaching us, or it's more like what we're ready to be taught by them or from them or through them. So, animal magic. All right. Mwah. Thank you, Amy, for joining us, or me and the animals. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all of you. All right, let me know how it goes with the animal magic.